So for today's build review, we've got Sub Zero Zane. This is using lots of cryo damage, a cryo old god, and an Arctic chaos that ADR sent Mista J. So thank you ADR for inspiring this build. You're awesome. And let's cover the build. Let's take a look at the skill trees first of all. So we're using the purple tree and the blue tree mainly, and then with a splash of green to get the brain freeze, it looks like, or distributed denial. So it looks like we're not actually using the barrier. We're not using the barrier, Mista J. So yeah, you actually need to use the barrier for distributed denial too. I just realized that. But it looks like Mista J wants to use the drone for drone delivery. The blue tree looks fine. 3 points into good misfortune, that's always good. Playing dirty, this skill's good, but since we're using fully auto weapons, I don't really recommend any points in it, mainly because we're using the spy class mod. If we're using the see and dead class mod, we would be able to chain playing dirty with full auto weapons, so it would be better there. But since we're not really using full auto weapons, I think these points are useless. You'd rather just get more fire rate and reload speed. In the purple tree, the first red flag here, Mista J, no Headman's hand, dude. We got 1 point into Headman's hand. We don't need all this tunnel vision. You got 5 points into mana focus. That's more than enough. So yeah, you definitely want all that crit damage, dude. Crit damage is too good for Zane. You know this. And then Art of War. This is gonna have the same issue that playing dirty has. This is actually only for the next shot. So with full auto weapons, this isn't really gonna do much for us, dude. Unfortunately. I really recommend Domino Effect. This gives us more reload speed, more fire rate, stuff like that. And same goes for Sheer Will. Sheer Will is not gonna do much for us. It's definitely not bad. It does give you a slightly noticeable amount of cooldown. But we just have so much cooldown with commitment. I don't think we really need this skill. I think Domino Effect's gonna be the better skill. And then looking back at this green tree, you just want max ready for action. So Adrenaline's completely useless, especially if you're using Sheer Will. Like Sheer Will gives you up to 100-something% cooldown rate. This is only 20%. So this is not gonna be noticeable at all. So let's clean up the skill tree and we'll get back in once we did that. Alrighty, so after doing a quick run, we actually changed up the build a little bit. We found out that there is a wombo combo with no way out in a chaos. You pull the enemies towards you and they kill you. So we went ahead and we took the points out of green tree and we put them into red tree. So now we have duct tape mod. So this should protect us from our chaos. Now there is some complications that we're going to talk about in a second. But real quick, let's talk about not having brain freeze anymore. So what's awesome is Zane's new purple capstone will auto freeze enemies on crits anyway. So we actually just don't need brain freeze for this build. And since we're using the drone instead of the barrier, we're not really missing anything from not going down this tree anymore. So that's a really cool change in my opinion. And now we get Donnybrook as well too, which helps us with some health regen when we are dotted up. Now that comes with the complications with duct tape mod is dots still hurt us. So we switched to an old god with cryo ASE and a whispering ice with on grenade throw. So now we're doing pure cryo damage. And this is just kind of a meme cryo build, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, so let's do the run now and see how it goes. Alrighty, so we just got the new skill trees and let's see how it goes. Let's start the run. This is our first run, by the way. We didn't fail the first one on accident at all. Trust me. Only the people who actually come to the Twitch chat know what happened. Pick W. Try Void Rift. It's all good. We're using that old god right now. We're getting our elemental damage bonuses up. Dude, Maliwan troops like insta-die to this chaos though, to be fair. Like, almost instantly. Imagine if we had next to max cryo instead of consecutive hits. Although at this point, I'm almost convinced that consecutive hits is just better for Fight for Your Life. So it's like, just use it for Fight for Your Life. Like, we're already shredding through these enemies anyway. Although, I guess if you hit your Mantis Cannon before you Fight for Your Life... Oh yeah, we can't do anything against a Frostbite Heavyweight. So we gotta pull out a secondary weapon to take on Frostbite Heavyweights. Maybe we'll just use a Tizzy. Alright, let's pull out our Tizzy. Oh, he died to the Chaos Explosion. I think. That's the only thing he could have died to. That is super interesting. That's super interesting. The Whispering Ice Grenade's really cool. I do gotta say that, too. Alright, let's spawn the Kraken, and then let's run away, so we don't die to the frickin' nukes. Ah! That's not how diminishing returns work. Diminishing returns means that you're basically missing out on potential damage. So 200 is still greater than 100. Like, you don't get less of the bonus, it's just that we have so much gun damage that, like, it'll never be equal. They'll feel similar. You could say they become, like, kind of similar. Alright, let's get them. Oh, we didn't do much to the Kraken. That was a little bit disappointing. I feel like we should have been able to kill the Kraken a bit better there. Alright, we're just gonna use a Tizzy to get out of Fight for Your Life, by the way. Ah! Alright, we could conference call him. There we go. For Fight for Your Life, you read Chaos? Yeah, that's true. Alright, we should probably pull out the Tizzy for this part. Because this will get through their shields. Oh, I don't want to use all my pistol ammo, though. Let's try out a conference call. If we hit crits, the conference call should just bore right through them anyway. Wow. It's not doing anything. That actually surprises me a little bit. Alright, let's equip a shock weapon for these shields. That's good enough. There we go. Always keep a shock weapon equipped. I know we have these cryo theme builds and they're fun. But you know, we gotta use shotgun shields, bro. We gotta use shotgun shields. Oh, what just happened? Dude, I got turned around in a circle. Hey, where's that dog? And this should do fine damage. There we go. There's a corrosive conference call for bots. Consecutive hits is solid on Zane. No. You're misunderstanding me, Matt. Consecutive hits is still not, like, a very feasible anointment for Zane. Like, you are missing out on potential damage by not using next two mags and stuff like that. I was just saying that consecutive hits is not equal to 100% gun damage. Like, the 200% gun damage is still gonna be better. It's just still not great. I don't know. It was just the way you phrased your question. Alright, both the Frostbite heavyweights. We gotta swap weapons. Let's get our drone out there. Come on, game. Don't give us Frostbite heavyweights against our Cryo build. Yo, what's up, Corbinator? How you doing, man? That was funny. Alright, let's get rid of these shields. Cool. Swap over to that Tizzy. Bro, the Tizzy's so awesome. I can't wait to shred Wotan with that Tizzy, honestly. That's what I'm looking forward to the most right now. Ah! They're hurting me. Mom, help me. My one weakness, 2 Frostbite heavyweights? Wait, I'm confused. Did they just like skip her immunity phase or something? Cool. Let's use our Tizzy. Brr. Dude, I know. The Tizzy sounds so good. It's just like, brr. I always used to use shock. Like, back in the day when everybody was running the rad redistributor with Sentinel Cryo, I always had a shock one. I mean, I had the rad one too, don't get me wrong. I had one in every element, okay? But my favorite one was the shock one. Just like the look of it and everything too is pretty cool. Bro, this chaos actually just shreds these enemies like it's nothing. Alright, where's the death spheres? You know, it could be good to not use the Cryo Augment on the Mantis, so that we can actually strip enemy shields with it. Let's go ahead and try that. Let's take off the Cryo Augment. So, like, we can actually maybe hit his shield down a little bit. Same with the Death Spheres. When we drag Death Spheres towards us, we'll smack their shield with the Mantis. Although that didn't do anything. For some reason our Mantis cannon didn't do much at all. Oh. I want this dog. Come on, drone. No, hit his crit, hit his crit. Alright, now that we got those enemies grouped up, we're good to go. What do you think of radiation? I like radiation a lot. I'm a fan. Cool. Dude, those whispering ice grenades are really cool to look at. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if only for the aesthetic reasons, whispering ice is totally worth it. Like, just because you just get to look at it in all of its glory and beauty. We gotta do our best with this little pistol, but it should work. I'm gonna swap to shock weapon to take out the shields, though. Alright, come on, where's that fire rate at? Yeah, the tizzy works. Yeah, Mista J, you were right, dude. It's pre-fire. Brrr, brrr, brrr. I love this gun so much. Yo, Darko Drip, thank you so much for that follow, dude. Brrr, brrr. Do you think this build can do Guardian? So this build will have a harder time with Guardian, mainly because, like, it's all cryo. Like, you're definitely gonna want shock and stuff like that against Guardians. Yikes. I'm in danger. I gotta shoot stuff just to survive. The, what's it called? That gun's really strong. Alright, let's take out the top half first. And there he goes. Oh no. Lifesteal. And there goes Wotang. And that's a takedown. Tizzy says F your crit spot. And that's a takedown. Alright, yeah, this build is pretty fun. And it definitely works in Maliwan Takedown. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for more Borderlands 3 videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.